these stories are gonna turn the hairs on your back up and have your motherfucking toes curling. These stories ain't no fucking joke.
Cynthia G still gets to be Miss Pro-Black, and she been with white men. So coochie to white men. They don't stop correcting her. I mean, they don't stop defending her. They don't stop listening to her. Can I get an amen? Oh yeah, Chyna Ox. Chyna Fox. She did too. Now she Miss Pro-Black with green eyes. I know I don't like that bitch Lovelyti because both of them sat there and stealing my shtick. And then they got mad when I said something about it. That Lovelyti, whatever the fuck her name is, hold on, sit up there and tried to become me. And y'all act like it. And what makes me mad is that people will try to get mad at me for pointing it out. So I'm wrong for pointing out that a motherfucker's stealing my shtick. Now you got this bitch running around hollering hair hats. Have y'all noticed that? She's doing it now.
Holding his mouth.
Everybody jumping on Phil advised for having this fat ass Mexican wife. Stop it. Number one, who's the first person that told you he had a fat Mexican wife? It was me. People looked at me like I was crazy or that I was making it up and I was just hating because Phil advised is bigger than me.
So you say mole. So what nationality, what race is your wife?
My wife, her race is Native American. People keep saying that she's white, and to be honest with you, me and her both did a DNA test because I was curious about what I was and also what she was too. So when we got back to DNA test and it said that much Native American, I said, whoa, I said, wait a minute. I said, you probably can get on with the tribes and get all of the benefits. I said, you actually are a real Native American. You're not that $5 Indian, you know, that the white people did to finesse to get benefits given to the Native Americans. So she ended up talking to one of the ladies from the tribe. And you know, like, there was no borders at one point in time. So all the Native Americans just roam around doing what they want to do in the tribe. So she's been trying to find what tribe that she's linked to.
First off, let's be honest, was a Mexican and that he does not like black women. This is what he told me. He said he doesn't like black women at all.
Do you hate black women?
The black women, I wouldn't want them nowhere around me. That is a freaking lie, and that's fake news. I do everything I can to help out black women. Just because my situation, and I came into the knowledge in 2015, I was already married to my wife. Why does it mean I hate black women? That's stupid. I have daughters who's, if you see my daughters, you would know good and well, oh, okay, they black chicks. Now,
let's get on the fact that I said in response to him years ago, because he he had reached out to me and let me know that he doesn't like black women either. He said he had a black baby mama who tried to railroad him. But he had told me when he started talking to me that he does not date black women. His black baby mama tried to screw him over. He found him a nice Mexican wife. So that's how I knew it and had never seen him ever. Remember, guys, ask yourself, how did I know years ago? This will let you know I'm telling the truth. How did I know years ago that his wife was a white Mexican, a bad built Mexican, if he had never put a picture out? Well, I'd guessed that the bad built because, well, when you put Mexican in front, you're pretty good at telling her that she bad built. I saw something yesterday on ID Network, and it was showing this pastor that was marrying underage girls. And he was marrying this Mexican girl, and the Mexican girl was 12. Well, she looked like she was about 18, and she was beautiful. I mean, she was gorgeous. She looked like she could be anybody's model. And then they showed her pictures when she was 20, as she had grown up and gotten out the cult. She looked like she ate the entire cult. I kept saying, wait a minute. Oh, yes, I did a one-on-one with him. I'll put it on the one-on-one channel. I said, whoa, wait a minute. Why is she so fat now? That don't make any sense. She looked that good at 12 and looks this horrible at 20.
How did you meet your wife? What? And you know, how did that whole situation transpire before we get into the details of it?
I was single at the time. I was dating here and there, but nothing got serious with anybody. And remember you remember that website POF?
Yeah.
Okay. So she had messaged me on that website. She messaged me and so we had a little short conversation, talking, everything was cool and straight. So she came up here, we met, like I said, we hit it off, you know, like pretty quick. And I thought it was, you know, strange just to hit it off that quick for me, you know. And I even told, you know, like my homeboys, I said, hey, you know, I met this, you know, woman and she real, you know, because when I first met her, you know, she had, you know, cooked, you know, for me right off the bat.
Okay.
You know, she did, you know, first came, she said, hey, they got like I think she wanted some chicken or something. And she said, I said, they got Popeyes. I said, Popeyes? They don't have Popeyes where I met. So I said, you want chicken? You don't want to go out to eat or nothing? He said, no, I want some fried chicken. I said, okay. So I took over there to Popeyes, you know, got the chicken, red beans and rice.
Okay.
You know, honey, all that.
She kept it hood with you.
Yeah, basically, like I never, you know, expected that. I thought, like, you know, most women want to take them out nice. You know,
you had about $100 in your pocket ready for the date, and you only had to spend about 18 of it.
He was glad he met this fat bitch. He was happy. So he met this big old fat ass fajita-eating motherfucker.
How long you been doing YouTube?
Man, let me see. I started my channel, not this a channel, but just doing YouTube since about 2000, maybe like 9-ish. Just playing around with it, but really didn't get too serious about it to maybe about 2012.
Okay. So what's your purpose with being on YouTube?
Well, at first it was just, you know, I saw different videos. I want to have an opinion, you know, like everyone else. I saw this one brother that used to make videos, and what interests me, he was talking about the black community, and I never heard nobody talk about the black community like that. Okay. I think his video was house nigga versus field nigga at the time.
Okay.
And I said, wow, they talking like this on YouTube? Because, you know, I thought that YouTube was for, like, you know, people doing pranks, cat videos, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So I started listening to this brother. His name is at the time, what his channel was T-Mod or something like that. Derek Grayson is his channel now. And I messaged brother and I said, hey, I really like what you're doing. I said, talking about issues in the black community. I said, I thought about doing that. And he said, well, why don't you just buy a camera and start uploading on your own? He said, and yeah, everybody got room to have an opinion.
Let's be honest
said,
about what happened. I was me. Phil Advised was a fan. The nigga's name ain't Phil Advised, but whatever. Mr. Swole Fat. Phil Advised was a fan of mine. And how did I know he had a Mexican wife? Because while he was a fan of mine, he was talking about how he loves my show. I have encouraged him to start his own blog. Phil Advised then started taking everything I was doing, except for he would get on Instagram and buy Instagram followers. He'd get on YouTube and buy YouTube followers. That's what he did. But he was me light. A version of me that was light. He just kept on doing everything I did. So he figured after a while, and there's a video up that actually exposes him saying, well, yes, I did that. He and I were talking. Right, said I was his son's favorite YouTuber. The if you like Tommy, you'll love Johnny. What he did was basically rode the Tommy train. And he just became Tommy Sotomayor Jr. So he figured that I was about to go down being the black guy. So he wanted to join the pro-black side. So he switched up his shtick to be pro-black. But
so are you pro-black? Because I see you with the dashiki. That's Kente Club. You got dashiki on.
His black is pro, but he don't have love for them. Because his heart belongs to someone else. His wife is fat as hell. She eat a lot of burritos, you can tell. I bet she smell. She had some kids, by Paco, and one of them by Rico too. But he took them in, and he raising them kids like they're his own. He was so glad that he met her. He was glad he met this fat bitch. He was happy. So he met this big old fat ass fajita eating motherfucker.
American/black. Is that true or false? Because you did put up documents talking about the DNA, and I remember it being like 67% Native American.
Right.
Was it 7% black, 17% Caucasian or European or whatever? Break that down, man. Like, was it a lie? Are you trying to throw people off?
Hold on. If you were listening, I just explained it to you, and people in the comments was responding to that. When I mentioned about her grandmother and so forth and so on, she did not come out as dark as her brother and her sister. They're darker. She's not that way. She's always been ridiculed because of that. And so, you know, when I type that to people, and like I said, my biggest mistake with all of that is I have shut all that down a long time ago and put people in their place and tell them, listen, this is my past. This is where I come from. This is who I'm with. I love black people. That's it.
Saying that you said your wife was a black Latina.
No, I said, and I never said she was a black Latina. I said that she had some black people in her family. That's what I said. And I never said she was a black Latina.
Now, who says that somebody got black people in their family? Serious, guys, who says that? Who says this person has black people in a family? Like, seriously, who says that? What does that even mean? I got black people in her family, so that makes it okay for me to date this person. What does that even mean? And when they catch him, well, he said, well, look, I actually said that, not that she was a black Latina, yet when you look on his Instagram, what does it say? They said, is your wife an African American? He wrote, she's Native American, black. Where the hell this nigga get black Latina from? You called her a Native American and black. You don't know what she is. They didn't want to rock with
it. They couldn't, but they say, well, okay, even if she is Native, she isn't black. So does that negate from what I've ever said? See, nobody's saying that I've ever lied in my commentaries about racism, white supremacy. Yeah. Nobody said I didn't help black people put them on or, you know, share my platform with them or give them information behind the scenes. Nobody's never seen any of that. They're harping on this. So this is my thing, and I think of the bigger picture here, Jack.
After telling me, like black women, that's why he follows me. He got him a white Mexican. So that's how I knew, because he said it. So when he went against me, I brought that up. You have been able to pay your family's bills and get your wife the job she always wanted, a job where she can eat and work at the same time. So he talks about interracial dating and takes money from black women, and then gets black women to vote for his white wife. That is true. Why do you think he hid his wife for so long? Ask yourself that question. Why did he hide his wife for so long? He loved that woman. Why did he hide her? Is it that big of a problem? First off, he was disingenuous.
Do you
to me,
feel
that's
like
the only
a hypocrite
problem.
for not being with a black woman speaking on black issues? And do you have the right to?
No, because I would be exactly what you're talking about if I started my whole channel and everything people knew about me and I wasn't married, I was a single man, and then it come out that I was married to my wife. Yes, I agree with that 100%. But I had my wife years prior to that. I didn't come into the knowledge that I have until 2015 is when I made the decision to change my platform. And I told my wife at the time why. We was over there together at the Million Man March. And I had talked to a lot of brothers and sisters within the nation about it. And they agreed with it. They say you should be using your platform for something better than what you're doing now. So that's what kind of counsel I was getting. And I say, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't be doing this. I need to make a change. And I started to make a change. My wife would also talk to have Native Americans that was there as well. They talked with her. I was hearing their stories and what they went through with the white man. I'm like, man, that white man is dirty. Because I didn't really.
That's crazy too. That if you got a Native American telling you they're Native American, you've seen the DNA results. Do you know what white people did to Native Americans?
Oh boy,
they never took Native Americans in and said, yeah, these are white people too. Like, why are we including them with the motherfuckers who tore their ass up too?
She was happy with it and everything, and I told her, and I liked mole that they make with the rice, and I was like, you know how to make that? And she said, yeah, I can make that. So she, with that, the store around the corner, so went over there to the store. She bought the stuff, made the food, and that's why I always tell men, especially women, wait till a man's heart is through his stomach. I don't care what man it is. If you can cook a little bit, you know what I'm saying?